Okay, so we're going to go live one more time. And since I had to correct the settings, I decided to go ahead. I erased the snowman. He's really easy to get off of there when you don't prep it beforehand. So once you guys are on here, I'm going to flip my camera. We're going to try it again because I found something else out too I was totally off. You know what? I should never get up early in the morning because it totally ruins my whole day. Because it wasn't so much that this was crooked. I was right on the line because once I started scrubbing it off, if you look here, it says Lily Cups. It was perfectly in line with this, so it was good. What has happened and why it looked off is because this bracket back here is bent. So it needs to be straightened up, or I doubt that it can be removed, but if it could be removed, it would be better. So we are going to try this again. Hello, Dusty. And see if we can get it to work. And Roxana and Linda. So I'm going to bring me up on my husband's phone's coming in really handy. Oh, did you guys see my recipe for the Pronto Pups? I listed it on, I think it's on my personal page. So this was the recipe that my aunt put in our recipe book. We are going to try this again. Hold on, we got to do that too. So if you've never had a Pronto Pup, you really need to try this because it's different than your corn dog. A corn dog is made with cornmeal, and the Pronto Pup is made with kind of a pancake batter. And if I am looking at you like this and it's really small, if you turn me like this, then it'll make your screen bigger. Okay, so you can flip it either way. Okay. Oh, the corn dogs are amazing. And I've never really been a person who likes vinegar on my fries, and it's been popular only in this area that I ever knew about. When we first moved here, I was like, oh, who puts vinegar on their French fries? But now I've really acquired that taste. So I use that spray bottle of vinegar and put it on top of my French fries. And so when I did the video earlier today, I saw that some of you have used that, the vinegar on top. So what this is, the Pronto Pup stand is, you know, the auxiliary does it, and they only open it up every so often, and they hand dip these Pronto Pups, and that sugar in them you'll see in the recipe is what really makes them. It's got kind of a sweet batter, and I bought an extra one to bring home for supper, and they're open again tomorrow. So I'm going to drive 15 miles for another Pronto Pup, even though I know how to make them. So you'll have to try them out. I was going to make a little thing on Facebook too that said corn dog or Pronto Pup, and have people say which one they liked better. But then I didn't realize that so many people didn't know what a Pronto Pup was. Melissa, you're going to be so proud of me, although it didn't work the first time I came on because I couldn't switch my camera. I am live on YouTube right now as well. So I got some brownie points because I know I still owe you a video. Melissa's going to be coming to my house, and she will have me right here, and she'll be like, well, you can't run now. Well, now how come I have that on my screen where I got closed captioning for some reason. Now let me see how my video looks, because I'll get you down here a little closer. Yeah. Now let me see if I can bring up comments when I do that. Oh, the video looks kind of slow, doesn't it? Okay, now I can see my comments. Malt vinegar, maybe that's it. It's got to be malt vinegar because it's not the same kind of vinegar I put on anything else. So I bet that's what it's called now that you said that. Lots of pauses, and then there are 2 black bars on each side, making you small. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, maybe I'm not running enough power on my internet to do StreamYard. That could be. And if you flip your camera landscape instead of vertical, it'll look bigger. You can drink malt vinegar. Well, I went to Dollar General tonight because had to get more cat food, and it's like cat food is just crazy around here right now. How much cat food I'm going through, and I did pick up a bag of French fries. I'm glad I didn't throw just regular vinegar on there. Yeah, well, mine looks choppy on my screen as well. I'm going to do this snow cone and then I'm going to be done anyway. I've got a ton of paperwork to do. So I'm not sure. So this is what threw me off. I did not have to redo this. If I would have paid attention, I have to finish my snow cones here. It's because this darn thing is bent. We'll repaint it. I need something I got to get ready for a Christmas in July sale. I don't know when I'm going to pull that off, but it's going to be over on Virtual Home Decor Marketplace the week after the 4th of July. Can you remember? I can't believe 4th of July is what, next weekend or 2 weeks? Maybe it's 2 weeks. I don't know. I kind of gauge everything from when my husband's going in for knee surgery, which is Tuesday. So I think it is a week after. Aww. Oh, hi, Stephanie. That's right. They do have it at Long John Silver's, don't they? See, I just started using it just recently. My kids, when they started using it, I was like, oh my gosh. But that's exactly why. In fact, Paisley got me started on it. When we moved to town, I remember tasting it when we first moved to town, but I don't remember liking it. But now it's like I want to go over there tomorrow just to get vinegar fries. Oh, Colleen, you could have come down here and gotten a kitten. Oh, I tell you, our neighborhood has cats all over it right now. And I can't feed them all. I mean, most of them run anyway. But the neighbors that moved away on the other side of us have some little kittens underneath an old barn. So they're just kind of like barn cats. But I go over there twice a day and put water in a bowl for them. Okay, yes, next weekend. So he's ready to go in, have the surgery done, and to get to healing because his knee is feeling, his good knee is feeling so good. He's like, man, I haven't felt this good in so long. I kind of want to go get a job. And I'm like, wow, you don't need to get a job, but you can just go and leave the house once in a while. We're good. I'd like to have the house to myself once in a while. So he's always wanted to mow yards. And he's like, well, next year I think I'm going to mow yards. I'm like, man, maybe I'll spend more time in the house, huh? I know it. It's so sad. And the bad part is I had one stray cat that I really liked, and it came up to eat this morning, and it has a cat house, the whole thing. And these other two cats have ran that one off. So he tries to come eat and they shoo him off. So I don't know what to do with the cats. My husband's like, I can take him to the pound. But I don't want to do that either. But so I'm feeding cats these days. Yes, he's told me the moment his knee feels better after this one, because he's ready for me to get over there just more than I am. So he's ready for it to be done. Because I can't say a whole lot, but his doctor told him that his knees were some of the worst knees he's ever seen, that they were really funky. So he's told him he didn't know how he's walked on them for that long. So I imagine being in pain continuously with your knees like that, it would be hard. And it's hard if you don't have that pain to understand what anyone's going through. So I think it'll make him feel a lot better. All right, we got a snow cone going. Whew. Yeah, it'll be good once I get it in. We'll see. I told him my idea of just turning it into a tiny house, and he's like, you wanted that great big she shed. I told you to get a small one. I'm like, I should have listened. But anyway, we'll just get it done and over with because I'm kind of tired of talking about it. And guess where all the crap that we bought at the garage sale went today? He's like, well, I guess I'll have a garage sale out there on Labor Day because we have a big festival at our park. And I'm like, yeah, you're not going to use it for garage sales. And then go put his tent up out there. And so the stuff that he did buy at the garage sales today, he's going to have a garage sale and mark it up because he got some darn good deals today. Did you guys see all that stuff? That whole table full of teacups with all those little gold spoons for $5. And you know what? I slept in this morning because I got up and did that Craft Around the Clock episode. But the guy at that sale he got that, what was it, stuff for 25 cents, the carnival glass or whatever. The guy said that he had a line of people all morning long. So I imagine there was really some good stuff before we got there. Um, yeah, it was. And Paisley wanted that great big 4-foot porcelain doll. Brittany was so mad when I FaceTimed her and showed her that doll. And then when she went to her dad's house, she took it, and I'm like, it can stay there at your house. It's not coming to mine. But that lady had all those porcelain dolls had handmade clothes on them. They weren't the original clothes. That was her son that was selling everything. And I guess she had sewn all those clothes on there. So, oh, I I went live at a garage sale and at no, at 2 garage sales and the Pronto Pup stand. So I did 3 lives this morning. My husband kept wanting me to buy that chicken water thing or that chicken coop thing. And I know I would have never done anything with it, so I passed on it. It wasn't really that old either, but it was functional. Let's say if you wanted it, because they did have a chicken coop out front. So they had the whole setup if you wanted to raise chickens. And with the price of eggs going up, maybe we should have been raising chickens. Yeah, it is a different setup because I'm trying to accommodate Melissa and go live on YouTube. So if you turn your camera landscape, so horizontal, it'll look a little bit bigger. I need to go and read up on it. I haven't used StreamYard for so long. I used to use it. Remember when we would, I'd bring somebody from the virtual home decor marketplace on? Well, I want to start doing that again. So I thought, well, I better start using it and get familiar with it. So if you guys would like, oh, I should have sent her the link first. I was going to say we could have had Mary Ann on here tonight. So I can bring a guest on with me when I do this. So that's why I'm going to do that. The coop was $25. You didn't get to. Oh, and guess what I found today? I found probably 15. I told you guys before I went that it was a town that where I would find flannel shirts for kids because it is in the middle of a cornfield and there's a lot of farmers there, and I stocked up on jeans and flannel shirts, and I knew that's the town I would find them in. And the majority of the sales will be tomorrow, so I told my husband, I told him today, you guys don't have this problem. This is my problem. My husband loves garage sales. In fact, today, before we went, I was like, if you want to go to every garage sale, you drive yourself, I'll drive myself, but I'm not going with you if you have to stop at every garage sale. So then he wasn't going to go. And then I was like, fine, but I'm not going to every garage sale. Yeah, I ended up going to almost every garage sale for him. But yeah, I told him in the morning because he's crabbing because I wouldn't get out of bed. I'm like, just go to the garage sale. So he loves garage sales. He would go all the time. So yeah, the coop would be cute. Actually, Mara uptown here, she has a double-decker coop, and that's what in fact, I think Mariah does too for her flowers, but I don't have flowers. Don't have flowers, so they would do me no good. Exactly, Stephanie. It's like, I like going to garage sales, but I like to go to 4 or 5 and then I'm done. I'm ready to go home. He wants to go to every single one. And he hates it when I look at clothes because he wants to go find his kind of stuff. And well, I quit buying the kids' clothes because I bought him so many last week. But oh, really, Marianne? No, Dusty, I know, but I don't need any more. That's the problem. And guess where he took it? He took it straight to my building. I just had a garage sale there. But, and I admit, you couldn't have passed up those prices. That stuff was so cheap. And the lady, the guy, his mom just went to assisted living. And so they were putting the house on the market. And I got a really old Betty Crocker cookbook from there too that she just added in for free. And I told her, I said, oh, it's tough getting rid of your mom's stuff, isn't it? And she goes, well, it's my mother-in-law, and she has 2 boys, and they have no sentimental value to any of it. She said they just want to put the house on the market and get their money out of it. And she said she had moved to a smaller house, so she couldn't take it, but she said it was sad because they had no ties to any of it. So they just wanted it gone. That's why they had their prices the way they did. Here's my black. Oh, I painted a flag with chickens on my coop, put hatched in the USA. How cute is that? That was a really cute idea. Oh, Dusty, I'm going to steal your idea. Not this week, but the following week. Because on Craft Around the Clock, it's going to be Grocery to Treasure Week. And so you have to take something from the grocery store and remake it. And I was like, I can do either. I would love to go back and get a KFC bucket. Don't know if that'll happen, but I figured I could do like your popcorn or your, oh no, I'll have to fix that later. What was your egg carton? And before people signed up, they were like, what kind of theme is this? And what kind of products do you think that we can make from groceries? And she's like, oh, you can take cereal boxes or, something like that and turn it into something. So I think there may be a lot of openings that week because not too many people were thrilled with it. So I may have to do one of those too. But that's what I did look for at the garage sale today. I would really like to find a hard candy vintage tin is what I would really like, because I did that one time and it turned out really cute. In fact, I think I just did it last year. But I think the egg carton would be really cute. But I don't paint chickens like you do. So if you guys weren't able to catch the virtual home decor marketplace, we had 4 sellers up tonight, and you can go back and watch their replays. And they will be up until Tuesday night, and we have sales tomorrow night and Sunday night as well. So there were some great things on there. Stephanie was on with her leggings. Tina was on there with her jewelry. If you have ever seen Tina's jewelry, she has some really nice crystal jewelry. And who else was on tonight? Natalie with Top Dot Creations. I'm kind of excited because one of these conventions I go to, they're going to have a class on that mandala art. So I never want to do it as far as me crafting and making something. I would just like to really try it. So I was at Porter's game when she went on, so I didn't get to see it. Oh, yeah, the sugar scrubs would be good. Melissa, I think every lady on Craft Around the Clock has crushed a can and glued a napkin to it. I think every single person but me. But those are very popular. I like doing the things that nobody else really does. Hi, Judy. Thank you, Marianne. Marianne, who is the other person on tonight? Oh, oatmeal box. Oh, you could make a snowman hat. That's true. Did any of you get the workbook or work basket magazine when you were younger? My mom got it. And I remember either she made it or I helped her or something, but you took the oatmeal box, which it was round, but back then it was really big, and you cut it and you made a little baby cradle out of it. That's yeah, I forgot that, and I have to sit and think about it. I did get like a I don't know, when did we do the owl macrames? It's like from the 70s. I did get that today. Okay. Let me see. I've got something here. And I don't. I was looking for my sponge that made circles. And try this instead. So I redid that snow cone for absolutely no reason. Wendy Graham, yeah. A snow globe from a pickle jar. Melissa. Melissa, you'll have to kind of help me out with that since you're the one who needs a video for YouTube. That would be a great event for you to host, Melissa. Okay, I'm going to base these white, and then tomorrow I'm going to come in because these will take a while. They're pretty thick. and paint them all pastel colors. And I can only do a few at a time because otherwise they're going to be, that paint will just roll off of them. So yes, Wendy Graham was our other seller on there tonight. And Wendy Graham's been on twice today because she has a series on Craft Round the Clock TV. And over in that group, that's what we've been thinking, or some people are doing this TV series, which are like, oh, you can do it anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, and you have a half hour, and you give your idea as to what you want your TV series to be. And I have no clue what I could do for a TV series. So I was kind of not onto that one right now. Because I think there is somebody who's going to be doing one on going to the thrift stores. She's got quite a few of them lined up. And Wendy goes around to local artisans in her area and interviews them, kind of like. So I shared her into the marketplace today. And then she has a really cute clothing boutique where you can get some really cute clothes. Don't know if I can turn that, but we will try. So I need to these. Thrift flipping. Oh, sure, that would be cute, wouldn't it? A gnome baby. You're right. Oh, you know what would be? Oh, I couldn't do it in a half hour. I don't know if anybody's got the trash to treasure idea, but I could always be up for that one. It's kind of the take that I'm going to keep on there because they are getting quite a few painters. So I think I want to, and it doesn't take any real planning for me to just pick up something and start painting it. So I think that's going to be my whole thing on there all the way around, is just painting on something different. I almost bought a wooden guitar today. It was a plant stand. And I told my husband, I said, oh, I could write something and put a country song on here. And he's like, well, for one thing, it's a violin. So if you can come up with a song with a violin on it, then you'd be okay. It's not a guitar. So I had to look at it a couple times. A large plastic jug, snacks come in an oil funnel painted. Oh, it's a Wizard of Oz. How cute. Oh, that is different. Melissa, since I've got this StreamYard going, I will be at a thrift store on Tuesday while my husband's having knee surgery. Everyone told me, you can't leave the hospital when your husband's there. And I asked last time, and Cassidy and I went and ate at Cracker Barrel while he was having his surgery. So I'm good with that. All right, we got that going on. No, it wasn't a real violin. It had a wood violin background. It was sitting next to a piece of home interior. So then once he said that, I kind of remember something like that in home interior. And then at the bottom, it had that little ledge with a shelf on it where you stuck your greenery in there. The orange blossom special for a fiddle. Oh, the Alabama song. You got to have a fiddle in the band. Yes. And it was probably maybe 14 inches tall, but you couldn't really tell because it was old and faded. And then when he told me it was a violin, I was like, oh, yeah, I see it now. And oh, my husband got a great big punch bowl. This was at a garage sale that I did not take a video at, but his mom had one like it. And it is a carnival glass, big punch bowl. It doesn't have the cups or anything to it, but he got it for only $5. So. Oh my gosh, wanted to know if they would watch it live. No, thank you. I don't want to see his knee bones taken out. And ugh, that'd be horrible. I've got the video of my sister took a video of both of my kids being born. And it's like, no, thank you. I never want to look at that. My kids never want to look at it. And so it's like, they don't let you do that anymore. Remember when we first got video recorders, they used to let you do it? I imagine for malpractice purposes. All right, so I can't believe I haven't put my finger in any of those dots yet. They are still really wet, so I'm not going to paint those tonight. And I don't want to paint the ones on the other side till we're done. But actually, once he straightens that out, that's exactly how it will look. Dusty, I think I asked you last night and you may have been gone. Have you ever found one of these things to paint? I don't know if I can paint on this, but I'm going to try real quick. I have never painted on this. I've painted on a lot of things, but I've never run across one of these before. Oh, you watched him get a vasectomy? Oh, ew. Okay, Dusty has found one of these. Dusty has found it all. And the only thing I think I've ever stumped her on is my enamel dustpan here. I'll show you guys in a minute. Oh, and it just dawned on me. Remember the little cup holder that went with these? There used to be a cup holder that this went down in. And then it had the little coffee handle next to it. Um, Oh, Melissa. They could be paper gnome hats. Oops. I don't know if the paint will. If I don't put too much water in it, it shouldn't shrivel up my paper. You haven't found it all yet. Oh my. Oh, Dusty, I booked my room at in Oklahoma City. I need to go on and book my air flight. So I will be there October 27th and 28th. Actually, I'm coming in a day early. All right, let's see. Instead of I don't even have the box, but I'm going to have to go to my PayPal and look up that lady's name because she gave a lot of good stuff away online. She could have made so much money if she would have done the auction instead of just setting her prices. Because there were other people that were trying. I just happened to be the first bidder on that one. I lost a few things, but I got that. Kind of want to put some more paint on there, but I also don't want to oversaturate it. But I guess there's lots of cups in there, so. Don't know if I can just barely touch the eye. I got a big glob of paint on there. Whoops. Okay, so I don't know if oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? I love that. It turned out adorable. Cute, cute. I think I should go and craft around the clock TV and do trash to treasure with painting. I think I could do that one. I don't, I'll have to see what everyone else is suggesting, but maybe this fall, once I have a better Wi-Fi set up over in my building, I might do that. I guess this guy didn't get the too much. Too much of an ice. No, I don't want that. Okay, I still have to do the splatter it, do the diamond dust on the snow cone, and finish my dots. And then, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and put my diamond dust on there. That way I can have a complete video for Melissa. Oops. Needed to take that guy out and let him let this guy out so he doesn't get tore up. Yeah, Dusty, I wish I remembered what cute saying you had on yours. Dusty is the queen of sayings. Dusty would make so much money if she took her book of sayings, turned it into an ebook, and it would be amazing. She has all the best sayings. Just flatter it a little bit right there where I took the other one off. I can't believe I had to paint that twice. Trying to hold it and flick it with one finger doesn't work too well. I don't want to. I think I can do that. As long as I don't flick paint on my husband's new phone. He keeps pulling it out of the case every time I ask for it. And he's like, don't get paint on it. Now that brush is worthless for flicking any kind of paint. Yeah, the cup did. With that little cup sticking out the bottom, it did make it look cuter. Okay, there we go. All right. Now I just need somebody who has a snow cone machine to buy it. This is kind of a, would have to be a very, very odd thing to paint. But so all my little dots will be these pastel colors. I think I can put these on. Because other ones look like they're getting pretty dry. Oh man, you know what, Marianne? I forgot to submit my photo today. Stephanie, if you're still on here, I'll try to get it tomorrow. Ask Melissa how easy I am to work with. It's like you tell me something and I totally forget. Oh. Oh, Dusty, while you're on here, have you ever, I have not, painted, I found an old not metal, I found an old lunchbox today, but it's the plastic one with all those grooves. Do you ever pick those up and paint on those? I always bypass them because of all the grooves. But it was only 50 cents today. Okay, perfect. Get that big piece out of there. What I will do is, these will be all different pastel colors, and then I will hit just the dots with the diamond dust so that way we have the sparkle on this. I knew that would happen. I'll be able to take that right off. But it looks good. And then the 3 at the bottom. And then we'll put this little guy in there. And I just touched his eye. Gosh darn it. I should have left it alone. But there's a whole stack in there that I can paint if I have to. So there he is. Okay, Dusty, thank you. I was like, oh man, I bet Dusty would have bought that. But it does look like it would be very hard to get that paint down in the grooves. All right, ladies, that is it for tonight. I want to let that dry up. I'm going to run my blow dryer over it a little bit because I would like to get it done and have pictures tonight. So, okay, Renee, anytime when you get home. Okay, Stephanie. All right, everybody, you all have a good evening.